Hello, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be reacting to the iPhone 12 leaks. Though some of these leaks have been confirmed, we're just gonna be watching this video to see what's. We're just gonna look at the design and see what they have in store for us. So
Everything Apple Pro here. Let's not fool ourselves. We all know why you're here. ProMotion on the iPhone.
yeah,
120 hertz refresh rate
so
display. It's
this
happening,
guy,
and it's happening this year. And I've got
this guy has a channel called Everything Apple Pro. Yeah, he releases most of the leaks. Yeah, this video is a few
a
days
ton
old.
of other exclusive leaks for you in our exclusive leaks part 3 featuring Max Weinbach. Wanted to say thank you for making this possible, and thank you to Concept
Obviously,
Creator for help with our best render
the
work
four
yet.
cameras
So to
were
celebrate our launch party
predicted.
for Phone Rebel on May 28th, I'll be giving away the promised 4 iPhone 11 Pros. Instructions for those down below. The craziest project so far.
Whoa.
So many ideas for Gen 2 and beyond. Thank you for believing in us
Yeah,
and supporting. I
we
wanted to
can see
mention I've been
that the
sitting on
iPhone
these
12.
leaks for a little over a month. Just for the record, Weinbach sent me them a while ago, and we've been dawdling around with our renders, but I hope it was worth
Oh
it. So
my
since our
gosh.
last exclusives, we've once again received new CAD models,
So you
6.1
can see
and
this is the
6.7 inch
design
models.
right now.
Nothing new on them, but from a
This is
different
the
source,
model,
once
the
again
model.
cementing in the fact that this is the design for the new iPhone. It will not have a
Yes.
smart connector, so that was deemed removed on newer CADs, and Prosser himself mentioned that that is a feature coming to future iPhones for completely portless design. It'll be used for charging, so that's not coming to this year's iPhone.
Oh,
Wanted to
that's
make that
really
clear.
sad
Also,
because
in
I would
case
have
you missed the
liked it
last video,
in
the
the
sizing of the
iPhone.
6.1
That's
and
really nice
5.4
charger.
inch models have been adjusted. This is according to Makatakara's earlier CAD leaks. They were correct on the
Okay.
6.7 inch model, so we've adjusted the smaller ones as well, and there's quite a marked
So you can see
difference
that the
in the
iPhone
5.4
12
inch model.
is,
It's so much smaller than we thought, more
yes.
akin to that of the
I
4.7 inch
expected it
iPhone
to be a
SE.
bit
Now,
bigger.
John Prosser mentioned to me
Whoa.
exclusively that the navy blue color has been confirmed on his side as well. So not only did Weinbach first leak it, Prosser is now.
So the color, sorry about that mistake. That was a total mistake. That was a total mistake. Let me just reverse it a bit. So apparently the color for the iPhone 12 that has been is navy blue. It has confirmed it. It has been confirmed that the color is navy blue. So just looking at this video, guys, we can clearly see that it looks quite cool in navy blue. Let's continue.
Confirmed on his side as well. So not only did Weinbach first leak it, Prosser is now confirming it as well. Navy blue is the new color of the 12 Pro. Weinbach did mention it will be replacing midnight green. I forgot to mention in the last exclusives that the matte touch frosted back will be staying. It's a very popular option. Reduces fingerprints, so of course Apple wants to keep that. Also wanted to be clear that the only thing we don't know about the exterior design of the new iPhones is the lens itself. We know it'll be getting larger.
So he has not confirmed the lens size, but we do know it's going to be getting bigger, guys. So
5 millimeters larger in length and width, but we don't know
okay.
about the lens sizing and spacing inside. So that was sort of based
Okay,
on
so
some other
we're
leaks
missing some
together.
information.
It's not confirmed, so that still remains to be seen. But a theory I have, and a moment of speculation here, nothing confirmed. Could Apple be blacking out all 4 lenses on the iPhone 12 Pro series? Hear me out here. So the LiDAR sensor by default needs to be dark, it needs to be black, and it would only make sense for Apple to color in the rest of the lenses. And oh so conveniently, Max Weinbach last year leaked the fact that Apple was working on blackout tint lenses that allow the camera to operate as normal, but are completely dark on the exterior surface,
my gosh,
removing the visibility into the inner components of the lens. There's no word that this would become to this year's iPhone, but
guys, let me just, this is my honest opinion. I'm not saying it does, but I feel like it would look good if they blacked out the lenses, all of them. But anyway, it's not me who's making this, it's Apple. They know what they're doing.
It only makes sense. If there's a
Though
LiDAR
I
sensor
am an
that's
Android
completely
fan.
dark, it'll look out of place. It's possible that Apple could use this tech to black out the rest of the lenses to make it even with the LiDAR sensor. Completely speculative, but I think it would look amazing. Also mentioned in the last video, but wanted to reiterate, there were 2 separate prototypes, one with a LiDAR sensor on the top right, and with a notch staying the same in length. We've since learned the accurate design of the notch, which will be shrinking, meaning that this design is likely not the one Apple will be using. using will probably be on the bottom right. Now, Weinbeck reports that the flat edges have proven to be quite durable in Apple testing. In fact, when analyzing the CAD, we've learned that the glass protrudes far less than it does currently on the 11 Pro series, meaning that the border itself protects the glass in falls. So not only is the glass becoming more durable, but the actual construction and exterior housing itself is helping protect the glass on the iPhone 12.
So guys, you know what that means. You know what that means. Less cracked screens for everyone. Yes, well, for everyone who's gonna buy this. I broke. Yeah, I don't have any money, guys. Yeah, I'm still in school. Stay in school, kids. Don't drop out to become YouTubers. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Engineers were quite confident in this design and its durability. So, ProMotion on the iPhone. Yes, it's happening. Exclusively limited to the iPhone 12 Pro series, so the 6.1 and 6.7-inch high-end models. The lower-end 5.4 and 6.1-inch models will not be getting it. They'll be keeping a 60 hertz display. Of course, all will be organic LED, though. When I got these leaks a little over a month ago, the state of this on the iPhone was not quite good. The engineers weren't happy with the quality, but since then, they've added a few mitigations to make it more viable on the 12 Pro series. It was also quite clear since the beginning to the engineers that they wanted either 120 hertz or 60 hertz. In between at 90 hertz, like the OnePlus 8 series, all or nothing. I like that. So one of the mitigations they've added is dynamic variable refresh rate switching. So switching from 60 to 120 hertz, depending on the content on your iPhone. If you're gaming, let's say scrolling very quickly, watching content, it'll use algorithms to switch between those modes, and in doing so, save you battery life. Currently, there's no implementation in iOS for this mode, so that had to be.
Guys, this is just something I've noticed. I'm not sure if any iPhone users have noticed. Probably they'll deny this, but iPhone loses its battery fast. It does. I'm not saying that it is a bad phone, but I've just noticed about the battery. So, say if they're really planning on making the battery save a bit more, I would like that too. I would really like that.
But the engineers were quite satisfied once that was implemented. Another mitigation was bigger battery. It's quite clear that battery suffers wherever a 120 hertz display is present, and as a result, since the last leaks, the Apple engineers have boosted the milliamp capacity of the battery in the 12 Pro series. In the last exclusives, we reported that it would have about 4,400 milliamps. We don't know the new capacity, but we know it's larger. And an exclusive provided to me by John Prosser is that the logic board in this year's iPhone 12 Pro models will be split in two, connected by a ribbon cable in the center. Unclear what this would entail, but I'm guessing that they're splitting it up in order to split up the functions of the iPhone to different sections and, as a result, enlarge the battery. Previously, we heard from Ben Geskin that Apple was doing a triple-layer logic board this year. I wonder if this has anything to do with that. And some Face ID stuff. Max Weinbach once again confirms that the Face ID module will be shrinking on this year's iPhone. This is, of course, after the huge Face ID leak. The schematics have leaked. We know the actual shape and design. But not only is it shrinking, it's gaining new capabilities as well. Weinbach reports that Face ID will now have a wider angle of use, meaning your phone can be tilted at more extreme angles and still be able to scan your face. Highly doubt it'll work on a tabletop in front of you when you're sitting behind it, but I'm sure
that would be good. I really like that though. Though again, I couldn't afford it. I can't afford it. But anyway, to any of you guys who have the money to buy it, sorry about that. You know, my phone ain't so good. Yeah, I need the views to get something new for better content. Yeah, so it would really help for those of us who have, when holding our phone, we're really clumsy, or we're shaky for some reason. Yeah,
you'll ink out just a little bit more capability versus the current version. And Weinbach reports that Face ID will be gaining new dynamic zoning algorithms, where Face ID will crop into certain facial features and track those more efficiently. Unrelated, but just a little while ago, Apple did file a patent for Face ID. And
so what it's saying is, like, let's say it's more advanced. What they're trying to, it's making it more advanced. That's what I'm understanding from this. Like, the features will be more noticeable. Well, obviously with iPhone the camera will be better, but the Face ID seems really good. It would be more protective, no more people hacking into your phone that easy. So I guess if you had like a twin and they had some kind of a different feature from it, just one, but it's barely noticeable. The iPhone 12 will be able to notice it.
Automatically adjusting to the orientation in which you're using your iPhone. So let's say you're laying at your bedside holding your iPhone, it will adjust and not rotate applications based on your face. This could certainly be integrated with a new version of Face ID that's more capable. Now, our original 12 Pro exclusive leaks detailed many camera changes coming to 12 Pro. Now we have a bunch more. First off, the 64 megapixel sensor that Apple was prototyping, not happening. Engineers were unhappy with the autofocus capability of that sensor. They wanted 100% of the pixels to be used on focus for the dual pixel autofocus feature.
So before we go any further, I just like to confirm that so far the design that is most likely for the camera is that the fourth camera will be blacked out. That's what I'm understanding from this. But leave in the comments what you understood from this video.
It wasn't working on a higher megapixel count, so they axed that feature, likely staying at 12 megapixels for yet another generation. Now, the good news regarding autofocus is that Apple has improved it by a factor of 2 to 3 times, thanks to general improvements and in a combination with the new LiDAR sensor. There's also improved subject detection in low light. Low light will be a major priority of this year's iPhone 12 Pro series, as Apple established that with the 11 Pro. They'll be further perfecting it with the 12 Pro series. And for low light photos, Apple is improving electronic image stabilization, so it'll help for you to not get overlapping photos in night mode. Apple is also improving slow motion in the dark. This is in combination with a larger sensor, larger pixel sizes, and software tweaks. There was also
I don't know about you guys, but I think that all phones should have such improvements with their cameras. I'm not saying that that's all that matters in a phone. Obviously, battery life needs to be good, it has to be secure, but yes, such the improvements that they're adding here is quite good, quite impressive. Congrats to iPhone for this.
No mention of a higher resolution or frame rate for slow motion. He reports that long exposure segmentation has also been improved, meaning astrophotography or anything which concerns long exposure will be improved. White balance will be improved, particularly on people's faces. This is likely to be achieved with software tweaks, and the LiDAR sensor will be used for more accurate portrait mode photos and portrait mode video, something Weinbach reported Apple was working on, could finally be possible thanks to the LiDAR sensor.
Okay, so yeah, that would be quite good better pictures, obviously. Apple, very good cameras. My mom has an iPhone 6. I've seen the camera, it's quite good. So I've never seen the camera on an iPhone 11 though. So if they're saying, if what they're giving here is correct, then the camera is gonna be lit. Yeah.
Although in its current state, the performance is subpar, and Apple may delay it to the iPhone 13 or a later version of iOS 14. Now, Apple has been greatly improving their microphones on the iPad series, the MacBook series, and the iPhone is next. Apple will be tweaking the microphones on the iPhone 12 lineup with improved audio zoom and more precise beam forming. And next-gen Smart HDR is progressing nicely, the feature which allows you to take the perfect photo every single time. It will be available on all iPhone 12 lineup models. It's progressing sooner than they anticipated, likely with results fueled by the Apple A14. Namely, one change coming to Smart HDR is better noise reduction in low-light situations. You can see that Apple is heavily focusing on the low-light capabilities of this year's iPhones. Also, the telephoto lens will be getting 3 times optical zoom.
I have noticed that. He's been talking quite a lot about this, but let me just be honest. Not all of these are true. These are leaks, but only one of them has been confirmed.
Level, but still a
I
nice
don't want
bump
to be
from the
tricking
current 2 times.
anybody.
Also,
I
the
don't want to be
telephoto lens
telling lies.
will be capable of night mode. So not only the wide-angle lens, but also the telephoto now. Apple is also testing improved digital zoom, also likely fueled by the Apple A14. It's really amazing what you can do with software when you have powerful silicon. They're currently debating between 25 to 30 times zoom. Currently, what's available.
Now we all know that when we zoom in, pictures get less clear. So if Apple do this, the iPhone 12 might be the best phone that will be coming out until maybe the iPhone 13. I'm not sure. Maybe leave in the comment if I should react to a new Huawei or Samsung.
available is 10 times zoom on the iPhone, and it's frankly not that great. This is one area where Apple is lagging behind for years already. As for the ultra-wide lens, Weinbach reports that the field of view will be staying the same, won't be getting any wider. It's already pretty dang good. We heard earlier that there might be a macro mode, but since then, no word on any sort of night mode or general improvements to this lens. And about a week ago, Weinbach reported—
Wait, I just want to see that again. Let's just go back. So apparently,
when you have powerful silicon. They're currently debating between 25 to 30 times zoom. Currently what's available is 10 times zoom on the iPhone, and it's frankly not that great. This is one area where Apple is lagging behind for years.
So the Galaxy S20 Ultra versus the iPhone 11 Pro Max. You can see the difference. If you just look in the top corners there, you'll find the names. So apparently iPhone's maximum zoom is 10 times. So what we're looking at was the S20 Ultra, Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. That was how far it can zoom.
Already. As for the ultra-wide lens, Weinbach reports that the field of view will be staying the same, won't be getting any wider. It's already pretty dang good. We heard earlier that there might be a macro mode, but since then, no word on any sort of night mode or general improvements to this lens. And about a week ago, Weinbach reported to me that the prototyping for the iPhone 12 Pros is being held back by the camera right now, so that's the weakest link. Apple has pretty much figured out everything else but the cameras. Understandably, it's such an intricate system.
So cameras, cameras are a very important part of a phone. Yes, everything is important, but good, sometimes people really need a good camera.
Between software, hardware, and of course they're enlarging it all. It's going to be crazy. We thought the 11 Pro was a camera boost. This is going to blow it out of the water. Also, remember Kuo's large report regarding sensor shift image stabilization on the 2020 6.7-inch iPhone? DigiTimes reported it was coming to the 6.1 version as well. Even though Weinbach's source did not report on this tech coming to the iPhone, it's possible that the ultra-wide lens will be getting stabilized using this tech, and all of the leaks we just heard about the camera could work in synchronicity with Kuo's sensor shift image stabilization leak. Kuo also reported that sensor shift image stabilization will be coming to 2 to 3 more iPhones in 2021. So the 6.7-inch model may truly be a halo device. It's unclear how it'll differ between the 6.1 and 6.7, but it appears that there may be a difference here, especially with whispers of Touch ID coming exclusively to the 6.7-inch model. I hope they don't do that, but I would understand why they would. Also in that report by Kuo, he detailed that periscope zoom would be coming to a 2022 iPhone. Apple is working on a 5, possibly 10 times
2 years
optical
from now,
zoom,
guys, really?
potentially even a ping pong zoom module, which concept creator designed. Absolutely awesome. But I like that Apple is finally taking zoom seriously. Starting with 3 times on this year's, and then in a couple years, potentially 5, 10 times.
Yes, I have noticed
So
that.
some speculation
Zoom
from
is
Weinbach,
not good.
not
The zoom
confirmed.
isn't good.
The naming of this year's iPhones, potentially iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Plus, this is for the base models, and then iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max for the high-end models. Certainly makes sense.
I would like to get the iPhone 12 Plus.
So Craig Federici at WWDC, he'll be delivering more iPadOS keyboard software demos. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Crazy bunch of leaks here. We've seen the design, we've seen the notch, we know the camera capabilities, we know it will be getting
guys,
ProMotion.
you've been
What
very
else is there?
informed.
Thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you want a chance to win one of those, instructions down below. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.
So guys, this is goodbye, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.